Welcome to the World Cup preview show.
Awesome. I could listen to that music all day.
If you
Although I'd
didn't
go
know
to
that,
sleep really quickly.
if you didn't know, that was the old South Africa theme. Now we are in Brazil. If you watch, which there was actually an episode of Bob's Burgers with this guy that was doing these stupid dance moves, and one of the things he do was Brazil, something like that. So every time
Never seen it, I have no idea what he's even talking about.
So when I think of Brazil, I always think of Brazil.
Is this a restaurant?
It's a comedy show, Animation Domination. But anyway,
Okay.
forget about that.
Do you recognize my Luis Suarez arm bite? That's what that was. Because that's my man, although I'm not sure when he's going to start playing, but hopefully he makes it into the group stage, but we'll see.
Yeah, the controversy 4 years ago was about Luis Suarez. Now he's kind of quieted down.
You know, he's always wanted to try being a goalkeeper, and he tried, and he blocked a shot that was clearly going into the net, and he got a red card and got kicked out of the game, and then Ghana blew it. Although, the only reason Ghana was in that position in the first place is they got a free kick off of a BS call, so I think Suarez, it was justified what he did, and you know, they get to the semis, so here's hoping they do it again this year.
So what are we gonna? We just gonna go through all the groups, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that.
Let's do it quickly. Group A, we got Brazil, Croatia, Cameroon, and Mexico. Yes.
Well, I saw anyway, Brazil play Croatia just not that long ago. And Brazil looked really sloppy to me, so, you know, I kind of figured Brazil's just like this team that's always filled with, like, tons of superstar talent. And, I mean, they've won a lot of World Cups. They might be the top winner of all time. I'm not completely sure about that, but I think they are. But I don't think this is their year. But they come out of that group. Croatia I thought was really good, but honestly I got a soft spot for Mexico. So I'm going to go with Mexico and Brazil coming out of that group.
I picked, a couple of days ago, I went through it game by game, just for all the pools. And I came up with Brazil with 7 points and Croatia with 6.
Okay.
So I have Brazil and Croatia out of Group A.
You might be right. Croatia looked pretty good. I was impressed.
Group B, which has Spain, the Netherlands, Colombia, correct? And Argentina. No. I'll have to look it up.
Did we missed. Well,
fill me in here.
Let's see here. Spain actually plays the Netherlands tomorrow.
Australia, that's right.
That's right, because they play tomorrow. So Spain plays the Netherlands tomorrow. That'll be a big one. But I'm going to go a little bit of an upset. I'm going to go Spain and Colombia. I think Colombia, they haven't been in the World Cup in a little while now, so it's nice to see them back, and I think they're going to carry it on to the knockout round.
Yeah, if Argentina was in this group, this would be a pretty tough group
that'd
to get out of.
That'd be the death group, yeah.
Yeah. I picked it here. Spain with 7 points, the Netherlands with 3, Colombia and Australia with 2, so Spain and Netherlands advance from Group B. In Group C here we have Colombia, the Ivory Coast, Greece, and Japan.
Wait, didn't we just have Colombia?
Chile. I'm sorry. Chile, we meant. Chile and Australia with 2.
Wait, was that the previous group that had Chile instead of Colombia?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to go Netherlands and Spain. And then in this group, what is it again?
Colombia, Ivory Coast, Greece, and Japan.
I'm going to go Ivory Coast and Colombia then.
Let's see here. I did a game by game here, and I had Colombia and Japan with 5 points, putting them both into the knockout stages. Colombia would win the group on goal differential. Although the Ivory Coast is talented, they just have a couple of roadblocks. I just don't see them coming out of the group. Although it could happen. This might be Drogba's last one, is it? Am I correct?
Yeah, and they have Yaya Touré, and they have Kola Touré, and they have a bunch of other guys who are good. So I think they're talented enough. But it's not a open and shut case either. So that'll be an interesting group.
Group D, we have Costa Rica, England, Italy, and his probably his second team, Uruguay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with who was? Let's see. It was England, Uruguay,
Italy, and Costa Rica.
Okay, so tough. It's so tough to pick that. I mean, Italy. It's hard to go against them, but I think England's gonna surprise some people, and I think England pulls it off. And then I'm gonna go with Uruguay. I think Uruguay, and I think Italy misses out. Yeah, and that's my dark horse actually is England. I think they might catch some people by surprise. They got a lot of young talent and some real veterans too, so that could be a good mixture.
We kind of our minds kind of think alike here because I have Uruguay and England with 5 points advancing. I believe Uruguay gets the win on goal differential.
There you go.
Now let's go to Group E. Here we have Ecuador, France, who just lost one of their biggest stars, Honduras, and Switzerland.
I'm going to go with Xherdan Shaqiri in Switzerland. And, of course, France, even without Ribéry, they're still really good. I think France and Switzerland take it. I think they're way better than the other two teams.
You have Switzerland. For me, that's a really big dark horse because I have Ecuador with 7 and France with 4.
Wow.
I have Ecuador beating Switzerland 1-0, and Switzerland getting 2 draws.
We'll see. I like the players in Switzerland a lot.
So Ecuador winning that group with France. Group F. Let's go there. Here we have Argentina, who will mess you up that group, that's for sure. Bosnia, who's a dark horse. Iran. Ugh. And Nigeria.
I'm going to go, even though they didn't look very good against the United States, I'm actually going to go with Nigeria, and I'm going to go with Argentina. Argentina's just way too good for that group. They're going to get out of that pretty easily. Argentina.
I do not have that sheet on me, but in the bracket here, I did pick Nigeria and Argentina.
Sweet.
Didn't Nigeria ban their players from world competition for like 2 years after the 2010 World Cup?
Oh, probably. They're weird. But they're good. They play good football.
You know what? We're gonna skip to Group H, just because.
That's fine.
And we're going to go to the group of death last, and we all know who that is. Plus, I'm wearing one of the teams that's not the U.S., but since this is the only soccer jersey I have, I got to wear it.
Football, for crying out loud.
I got to wear it on the shirt.
Or call it footy. Call it footy if people are confused, okay? This is really football, not American football, which is, there's no reason to call it football anyway. They should call American football soccer. They really should. They should call it soccer, because there's no reason to call it football. So.
Alright, Group H, we have what might be the easiest group out of here. Algeria, Belgium, South Korea, and Russia.
I'm going to go Belgium, and I'm going to, I think I'm actually going to go with South Korea. I'm going to just pick a total, upset underdog winner in that one.
I have Belgium, South Korea, and Russia getting 5 points. Belgium and Russia advancing, I guess, on the goal differential.
Okay, that's a good one.
And then we're going to go to, as I call it, the group of death.
It's only the group of death because the United States is in it.
And if you and Jurgen Klinsmann were in the same room right now and you heard what he said, what would you do? Would you agree with him or would you punch him in the face?
I would say it's a very good tactical move. I think if you have a bunch of veterans on a team, that kind of stuff doesn't work. But if you're a young player and you're excited, it's your first year at the World Cup, and your manager comes out and basically says, it's too much to expect for this team to win anything. That's a great motivating factor. I think Landon Donovan's way off base, and him coming out and being like, I disagree, I think they're good enough to win. I think he's a baby. I think he hates the manager because he cut him from the team for being lazy.
And his son had tweeted, ha ha ha, Donovan.
Yeah, that was stupid. I mean, his son deserved to get the belt to the face from Jurgen for that one, but no, I think it was a good move. I think it was a very tactical decision. He went out and he said, I think it's unrealistic to think we can win the World Cup. But people think, well, the players are gonna hang their heads at that. No, it's gonna slightly piss them. Scotty Bowman used to do it. He used to piss off Sergei Fedorov. Why? Not because he wanted to like get him to not play well. It's because he got mad and he ended up playing well. So I think it was a good decision by Jurgen. I think Klinsmann knows what he's doing. I think Landon Donovan's a crying little baby, and I think he needs to shut up and start being this supposed cheerleader he said he was going to be if he didn't make the team. That's what he said. I'm going to be the USA's #1 cheerleader. Well, all he's doing now is creating controversy by making all these statements, disagreeing with the manager, this and that. And he's creating all of this negative stuff around the team, and I don't like that. I think, dude, it's like cut your losses, man. He was in like 2 or 3 World Cups. It's like he had a good career internationally, but he's not there anymore, and he didn't get picked. So quit being a baby, do your analysis, but it's like don't all of a sudden start ripping on everything he does just because you want to get back at him. It's immature and it's lame.
Okay, expert analysis right there. So in the group of death, we have Germany, Portugal, Ghana, who's eliminated the USA the last 2 World Cups, and the good old US of A.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just go ahead. In my game analysis picks here, I have Germany and Portugal with 5 points, the US with 3, and Ghana with 1.
That's a good pick.
Germany winning the group on goal differential.
I'm going to go Germany and the United States. Ronaldo, even though they're saying he's fit, I'm not sure he's 100% fit. And Portugal's just not quite as good to me. And I think the United States, I think they're a pretty good club. I think, they finally got Josie Altidore to start scoring some goals. So I think the United States will pull an upset and they'll get out of the group stage. They'll finish second to Germany and Portugal. And finally, Ghana stay home for once.
And there you have it. That is our group analysis.
Heck yeah.
We will get to the World Cup actual final pick in our second segment of this World Cup spectacular.
Bring it. Doug and Klinsmann rules.